Kishore, let's have a quick intro about yourself. Like, where are you from? What are you currently doing?
Sure, definitely. I can give him. I'll start my intro. So I just I was just writing. So the thing is, like, I am coming from my name. My name is Sai Kishore, and you can call me Sai or Kishore. That's fine. So coming from my background, I come from a background of mechanical engineering.
Mhm.
So I have done my bachelor's itself in India itself, in not in a, like a NIT or an IIT, but in a local MSET level college.
Okay.
And then I had a 2 years experience as an automobile field.
Mm.
Then later I started I had a aim. I have been aiming for studying abroad and everything before itself, but I was keep trying for different countries, and so suddenly, like, I was actually even planning for Canada. And I also parallelly applied for US. So that's how I got picked for US. And like, I don't know, like, I'm in US right now, and it's my third year right now.
Mhm.
So I'm working for a private company as an automation engineer right now.
Okay, okay. Okay, which university you have studied and what's your course?
So coming from my masters, I initially came from a masters in mechanical engineering. Later, what happened is, like, I changed my stream into information technology management,
Mhm.
which is from Belhaven University, Jackson, Mississippi.
Mhm. Okay, okay. How did you select
Technology.
this university?
So coming from the selection of university, there was, like, I actually had a career path. I mean, some friends' career path. Like, they had a consult. They used to usually apply for universities and everything. We can call them a consultancy, but they're not as, like, registered consultants. But they were applying for different universities, so they just gave me a short list. So on the based on the short list, like, really, like, I didn't made any research, but like, I applied for all the universities. I basically choose my university based upon the scholarship. So I have offered a scholarship. Being a middle class person, I was the main concern about the amount, which is like, which financials are, like, how it would be helping me out, or like which amount is, like which financials are less and everything. On that basis, I have been choosing my university. As I
Okay.
told, my plan was to Canada. So I was more in research wise into Canada, because, like, a few of my family members are completely settled in Canada. So I tried Canada, but the Canada I got rejected for Canada. So then on the same day itself, I got US visa itself. The good thing I did is I parallelly planned for US, so that's the reason I'm safe as in one abroad country. That's it.
Okay, apart from this university, what are the other universities you have applied to?
For other universities, I have applied, like, mostly I applied from the East Coast side. So yeah, I applied for NYIT, NJIT. These are quite expensive universities, but like, I didn't realize that these are that expensive. After coming here, I realized that they are very expensive. But that's how I choose, like, because I just want to be on the East Coast, because few of my relatives were here, and my family don't want me to be in a different place. Like, they because I'm all the way new to the country, they don't want me to be here in a different place. So it will be somewhat reserved, like, when I'm close to them. So that on the basis of this thing, I was choosing the all most of the universities from East Coast itself. Like, as I can mention, the few universities like Gannon University, uh, and University of Miami is the university which I got visa from. And apart from that, I applied for, as I told you, NYT, NJIT, and like a few universities in Boston too. I didn't remember the names actually. I was not prepared, so I thought of preparing a script. But see, I came from office this time, so I didn't had any preparation. I'm just talking what is in presently within mind.
Yes, yes, yes.
Maybe for the next section, we'll have a planned one so that I can just give you as a scripted one.
Okay. Okay, how many admits you received?
So mostly, like, I got all the admits. I didn't apply much universities. I applied like something around six universities.
Mhm.
So for the six universities, I get no, not six. Actually, it's seven universities. But I got only like six universities. The
Mhm.
university which I didn't got admit was the University of Illinois Edwardsville.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
actually offering scholarship. So I was more, as I told you, like I was more concerned about the financial. So I was just looking which one was offering scholarships in that basis, and which fees is like somewhat reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
you initially went to New Haven and later shifted to.
Semester I shifted to a different university.
Oh, okay. Is that possible? Can you explain that process?
Shifting is quite easy. Like if you have if you can get an admit and you can easily transfer from one university to another university, it's not a super hard task. Like as long as your DSO agrees, you can go for a different university. But there are some chances like your DSO may ask you to pay the semester free. There are a few cases like my friends had paid like advance for the semester and they didn't study in that university but left to a different university.
Mm.
My option was I changed my university because initially for first semester they gave me the scholarship and the second semester they told me that they they have given scholarships not on the basis of any merit or anything, and they removed scholarship for everyone because at the time I came there was a lot of movement, like everyone were coming up to US and like it was like crowded. So that's why like I think they removed it. That was they had a vague answer actually. So we all came up with answer. This was their conclusion when the everyone were asking them, pushing them up why why our scholarship got revoked and everything. So
Mm.
this was the answer given by the DSO.
Okay, that's the reason you have shifted to the
To
new.
different industry. I just don't want to give a burden for my parents because I didn't even got a loan at that time. So I didn't want to give much pressure on them. That's it.
Okay. Okay. By the way, what's your CGPA in your undergrad?
PA in my undergrad is something around 7 out of 10.
Mm, mm,
Yeah. And coming for even I have to be genuine. So to be frank with my backlogs and every stuff, I had a backlogs of five standing backlogs till my fourth year, and I cleared it in my fourth year itself.
great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you taken GRE, GMAT, IELTS, or any other standardized test?
So I have taken my GRE and IELTS too. So IELTS I have actually given my IELTS for like I think I have given it for a couple of three times.
Mm.
One in my bachelor's and later after my bachelor's. So one was expiring later. So I didn't had my financial position tight. So it was like very tight and crunchy. So I had to postpone my plans. So that's the reason like I have to give my IELTS three times. And GRE I have given it one time.
Okay. Okay. Do you think these scores play a significant role in securing admission?
In US is basically not our scores. I can say the scores matters, but like it always comes when first come is the first serve. Like first you apply and suppose they are having an IELTS band of 6.5 and I am having an IELTS band of like 5.5.
Mm,
But even if I apply first and
mm.
they consider my application, then it's well and good, right? So they might they might consider your application or they might reject your application because you may apply it late or something. They always prefer this thing. The first come, first serve is the first thing, and then it comes to the scores and everything.
Okay. Okay.
I have discussed about my scores. If you want, I can discuss about my scores too. Like
Definitely.
so, initially when I gave my first IELTS, my score was like something around 6.5, and in one band I had 5.5.
Mm,
So I was not prepared. I thought it's not like a normal exam, and I just went up without any coaching or like without anything. I just went up
mm.
without any training, without the pattern. I went up, and second time I scored 7.5, and third time I scored 7.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Coming to GRE, my score was something around 312.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and the problem was with the GRE was when I it was COVID time, so people were not considering GRE as any more score, so I can't use it in anywhere to apply
Mm,
in any university.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
How did you build your profile before you started applying to these universities?
First, I started applying like I was like actually my plan was not to change my university, right? So I was just like having a 2 years of experience in an automobile field, and coming from the field of mechanical
Mm,
engineering itself, I thought of moving into the same stream.
mm,
I thought like the 2 years of my experience could help me out reaching my master's in a well settled manner. So and even like I've been seeing like there are a lot of companies in the East Coast mostly like and when I come to my mechanical companies and this stuff like there are a lot of companies in the East Coast for my manufacturing sector and everything. So that's how I choose right the universities and based on the area and everything.
Okay, how much important is SOP and LOR?
LOR is completely like it should be like drafted in a such a way like as I told you like I'm not prepared anything today and I started speaking about in front of you, so it should be like that like a lot of even I did the same thing but like in the first but like I realized that it's not a good thing. What initially everyone does is like they have a template and they just
Mm,
change their names on the subjects and give it. But even initially I did it first. But when my grad professor, one of my grad professor told it's SOP is a unique thing and you have to have a unique thing. And these people are I hear are very much uh, interested to have your own SOP, like rather than having a template. Because like nowadays we have Chat GPT, we can just put our names and give it to a Chat GPT and generate an SOP. That's not a matter. But they always like our handwritten SOPs and like I mean like our own drafted SOPs rather than like copying from a template or like anything else.
mm, mm. Okay, do you
Yeah,
have?
and
Mm,
so I also recommend with SOPs. I also recommend with a letter of recommendations from the our professors or anyone. That
mm.
also adds a weightage in getting our chances of getting I mean like a on-campus job or some other stuff with the professors. And like there will be good interaction and they'll be treating you something special from others when you have this all stuff.
Okay, do you have any tips for drafting an effective SOP?
Think my SOP like so from grad we'll be familiar with these subjects, right? And we when we are coming for the masters like we'll be like uh, in a scope like we'll be taking the same subjects, right? So relating those subjects and like relating most of the subjects and like you completely on upon our interest, drafting an SOP and take the curriculum which we are applying for the university should all this should be in a coherent manner to apply while writing an SOP and like even in applying for the university.
Mm, mm, mm.
So then you'll not be having any issues.
Okay, when did you receive your I-20 after getting admitted? How long did it take?
I got my admit like after the admit I got it my I-20 like depending upon the university. My first I-20 I got is like within I have got it my admit in 5 days. Then I got my after 2 days I got my scholarship thing and like it was something around within a week to 10 days.
Okay. When you started applying to these universities?
I started applying it from something around November I guess. Not in
Okay.
November, sorry. It's not November actually. It's like I can say it's mid of September.
Okay. For fall of next year. Okay. Okay. For I-20, how much fund did the university ask you to show?
Something around like yeah, they had initially asked me like to show me around $30,000. So I showed something around $38,000 on my account.
Okay. What's the tuition fee for complete masters?
Depending upon the university itself, like it depends upon the credit hours. So I had something around 30 credit hours, and each is like so my master's itself, like only for the education, it costed me like for the New Haven, it costed me $30,000, and they had given me like 40% of scholarship in it. So that's the reason I have chosen it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you pay any deposit before getting I-20?
Any deposit. Like nowadays, I feel like there are a few universities like University of Dayton, Cleveland, and these people are like much into the taking up the advances like $2,000, $3,000, or like something around it. I'm not sure with the figures, but like they're taking it because there are a lot of transfers. That's the only main issue that they started taking this all the amount.
Okay, let's discuss about your visa interview experience. Like, how did you prepare for your visa interview? What aspects did you focus during your preparation?
To my visa interview, it was like completely like preparing my SOP itself again. It's like completely my 20 years of back education. Like it's like simply like if you can say like it's a preparation of an SOP or a resume or something. It's similar to a resume or SOP. Like I can treat this thing because like when I had an interview, like they were saying like I had my my interview at Kolkata, where the Kolkata everyone was saying like it's a very tough one, and there was a China. Don't want to specify this thing, but like there was a China person, a China country person. He was a peace officer who was very tough.
Mhm.
At the time, everyone was saying like he was the tough person. Like, and I unfortunately or fortunately I was before him.
Okay.
So So to share the questions he asked more particularly, he was into academics, like how related you are relating with bachelor's and my master's education. So he was like surprised, like why did I take my master's again in mechanical engineer? Why not in an advanced fields like robotics or other stuff?
Mm,
So I justified him saying like I just want to have a general studies of mechanical engineering because that leads to the path of any field. But if I suppose take a robotics, I have to be in the field of robotics itself. I can't go to the field of automobile or other stuff. I'm
mm,
justifying it. I'll come back to India and not settle here, not back settling here and having a own my. I'll be owning my company here and everything. So that's how I told him. It was
mm,
my aim, but like I told him, like it's the in a proper way. Like uh, this is why I'm going for my masters because it helps my even putting up my own industry and everything.
mm, mm,
That's how I justified. And he was more particular into like my subject, which I have in masters. Like uh, he was just testing me whether I have gone through my curriculum before or like what subjects I have and everything.
mm, mm, mm,
So that was the mainly he concentrated, and uh, I my interview went well. Like it took me around 15 minutes of interview. It usually like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, but for me it took me 15 minutes. He was just asking more about the subjects, like what I had in my bachelor's, how is they reflecting me in my masters, and what subjects I had in my masters, and few professors' names in my masters, or did I go through my university journals and everything, or something like that, some stuff like that, regarding the technical stuff and everything.
okay. Is he a technical person?
He's a technical person, but like he might be asking based upon like general questions, but like it feels general questions, but like he's more into like academic stuff, like more into academic stuff, like how are the university's fee structure, not about the fees coming from the fee structure and everything. Like one should have an idea when he's going to a particular university from A to Z, right? So that's what he was expecting
Okay. Okay.
because there are few people like who are there like even though they are like they're, I should not say this thing but like they go for a visa interview but they can't even pronounce the name of the university name itself expecting a lot more I can say
Mm, mm. Okay. Did he ask for any of the documents?
passport and DS-160 he didn't ask me anything.
Mm,
Ask me about the how many admits I have and like anything because it will be anyway displaying him on my on his screen how many admits I got and how many I-20s I have and everything. He didn't even discuss about financials. He discussed only about this stuff.
Okay. Right.
Into this stuff, like even he doesn't care about financials. He doesn't care about my education. My father's father or like who was supporting my education and everything.
Mm, mm, mm,
I only just told him in my introduction, my parents are supporting my with their savings to my master's education and everything.
mm. Okay, with respect to a scholarship, what is the process of getting a scholarship from our side?
Scholarship is completely like we have to choose as we have chosen our course, right? So there are few we can see our professors in our LinkedIn, connecting them on LinkedIn,
Mm,
picking them how to get a scholarship. They might provide a link or something. That's
mhm,
one method, and writing mails to them so that they can just refer us to the university
mm.
scholarships. There are two ways of scholarship: getting one with the professor, and other getting referral from the professor to the university. There are
Okay.
both ways.
Mm. Okay, coming to
Applying, we have to just have our IELTS score and GRE score ready, at least like to attach them with the along with our SOP and stating that I'm a good I'm a good student and I have a good merit and like you can offer me a scholarship or something. Yeah.
coming to your departure packing and everything, like how many bags you were allowed and what is the weight limit for check-in and cabin?
So coming to my bags, I had something around two. I'm not like person like I want to take extra or something. I just took. I didn't had a chance of taking two bags, but I purchased a thing, another bag actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I traveled in United Airlines. I started from Hyderabad in Vistara to Bombay, and from Bombay to directly to Newark, New Jersey.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's like the direct flight again, like from Bombay. So I did. I had a 23 kg suitcase and another 23 kg suitcase and a backpack. That's it.
Oh. Okay, did you carry any food items or anything that caused any issues during screening?
Nowadays there are the food items is restricted and everything, but when I was coming up, I bought a lot of sweets and like a lot of Indian stuff because I was visiting my with my relatives' house first, then going back to the accommodation which I have found.
Okay. Okay. Okay, what are the items that are not allowed in our luggage?
When it comes to food items, you are not allowed to get seeds at any cost.
Mm.
And nowadays, they are not even allowing the pickles. I mean, non-veg pickles are not at all allowed to in the thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
What I suggest is like you can get every stuff here, but like you can get as many snacks you want to eat because the snacks are very costlier here, and like you don't find that taste here, like because our mother makes without a lot of love and everything. So that's why I suggest only like if you can get snacks, that's enough, but don't get all the rice and this stuff. Like people start bringing rice, people start bringing coffee packets, people started bringing everything these all stuff, but it's not all required. We all get that in our Indian stores.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any suggestions on how should we pack for the trip?
Just pack the weight you have, but don't. There are people like who gets 1 or 2 kgs extra, but like they keep arguing or they keep pleasing the airway system, but that doesn't happen. Like it's a very rare case they allow you 1 kg or 1.5 kg. Pack according to the weight. I suggest pack at least 1 kg less weight. That's what I did. I just went for a 1 kg less weight in both the bags.
Mm.
As I told you, I had only one bag, and other bag was $100. I purchased it again in the airport.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Could you advise on the types of insurances like health insurance, travel insurance that might need for our job?
So I am not sure with the travel insurance and this stuff. Coming to the health insurance, it will be mostly included with our universities. Like universities will be providing the insurance in the first year along with the university fees. And from second year, you might take it, or they might suggest few companies that you can take an insurance
Mm,
according to the health insurance. But travel insurance, honestly, I haven't taken any travel insurance.
mm,
But I can suggest they can track. I don't know what the sites they can track travel insurance, but I can suggest travel insurance. I usually take travel insurance in US and is from Expedia.
mhm, mm.
I take because like there are a lot of flight incidents happening right nowadays. So I suggest like it's not nothing wrong in taking with the travel insurance.
Okay. What did you do for your Forex cards, SIM cards? Any suggestions?
Yeah, I told you like I was like going to my cousin, so I didn't had any plan of SIM card and everything.
Mm,
I literally I can say I survived without a SIM card for a week or more. I was in my cousin's house for like couple of 3 days. Then it was same season. I landed something around December 22nd.
mhm, mm, mm.
And I stayed till Christmas, and then on the Christmas day, we had a cake cutting and everything in my house. And then my cousin dropped me to my place, which is close to the university.
Mm,
So
mm,
coming to the Forex card, I took a Forex card from Axis Bank. What I suggest is like even after you coming up here, once you open your bank account and everything,
mm,
even parents can directly transfer the money to your bank account. I don't suggest a forex card, but like if you have cash, you can buy stuff like coffees and this stuff when you have in the flight or like when you have a layover or something. But other than that, I didn't use my forex card much.
okay. Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Because nowadays, like we can directly transfer the funds. I think that Forex card, like we don't use it much. But if we have a credit card, we can carry a credit card from which are like American Express or like good cards, like which have lobby access and everything. Whenever if there is a chance of delaying a flight or something, we can start staying in the lounge and everything.
mm,
That's how I suggest.
mm, mm. Okay. With respect to your port of entry, which airport did you land at in the US?
Like I landed in Newark, New Jersey. So that's the airport I often travel. Like even after my master's 1 year, I came to the same airport and I traveled to the same airport. Even there is I'll just tell you my first experience and then tell you the second experience.
Mhm,
So first experience, they were like everyone. There are even few students in my flight, and we all boarded, and like, all the flights were into same immigration. I mean, port of entry lines, and like for the port of entry, we have to. They were like everyone was saying like take out your documents out, like keep it in handy and everything. Like there will be announcing it. So I had an issue like. I had an issue with port of entry. Like it was not a big issue, but like a uh, uh, I initially like it was my there. I was waiting in the line. It was a long waiting hour, and I had jet lag, and I just showed him my passport. I mean visa copy, and he said, "What visa are you in?" I said, "I told I'm on my F1 visa, and I'm a student." He told, "How will I know you're a student?" He
mm,
was expecting to show me my I-20, but he was asking me continuously, "How will I know you if you are a student?" I said, okay, then you can. I have my F1 visa. Like, how do
mm,
I know? Again, he asked the same question. How will I know you are a student? So then I came to know he was asking an I-20. Then I showed him my I-20.
mm,
Then he said, "Okay." And he asked me like which address you are going in New Jersey and everything. Like not in New Jersey, like and how are you going to college and like everything, like which place you are leaving and everything.
mm, mm,
So I told him like I'm gonna stay with for the Christmas I'm gonna stay with my cousin or like probably with New Year. And once the
mm,
college is starting late in January, I'm just like I have a couple of months, so I will just stay with my hang out with my cousin and cousins and I'll leave to my place around when the college starts before.
mm, mm,
First experience and later when I traveled back and when I had transferred my university and traveled back, a lot of people suggested like when you transfer from the university. You're if you go, then you can't come back because they don't allow you because like you choose a higher paying university and now you are in a lower paying university. Actually,
mm,
that's not a myth. That's like a myth because you can travel as long you have valid papers and like a valid student visa and valid service account. You can travel, but Now the situations have changed in the different administration. That's a different story. But as long as you have your service and everything good, no one is gonna stop you.
Mm-hmm.
And my second verification, like, and what happened is that firstly, it was my turn. I had my India trip. I came back and like because my service will be saying a different university and my visa will be on a different university, right? So initially, I guided my passport and I-20 to the visa officer. He initially took me to the secondary check. I thought like my I'm gone, like they're sending back me to India and everything. I was fearing because I didn't had that exposure and that knowledge. So later, like he called me. He's he called me for, after 2 minutes and he asked me where are you going. I told like I'm going to so and so address. That's it. He left me up.
Okay, okay.
That's why I'm telling you. As long as in service, you are service is in good active state and like you have a valid visa and valid I-20 and you are not doing anything illegal, then you are always good. But nowadays, you can't predict. Nowadays, there are situations in different administration. There is a different. This administration is completely different. It's completely stupid and everything. I can't even suggest anyone.
Okay, have you across any recent cases of people facing problems or deportation at the port of entry?
Yeah, yes. In case of deportations, I have seen a couple of people like, see, I have seen people like I have seen people deported in front of me. Like I was visiting one of my friend in Kansas. So there are like a lot of people there. Like they have a lot of traffic tickets. I mean, like in India, we have having our traffic ticket is not a big thing, but like here the traffic ticket it's like a way lot big thing. Like there are a lot of people who drove with license without licenses and everything. Initially, what happens is like we come with a we can showing our visa copy and our flight ticket, going to
Mm,
our nearby uh, road transport office in India. You can get our international license.
mm,
So few states in United States allows you to drive on international license, but there are a lot of people who drive with after expiring the international license, not having an international license, and they had made few accidents. They had few traffic incidents where they have to jump their signals or like some kind of traffic disturbances. But
mm,
these had a larger impact in the coming scenarios here because like it will be recorded and it will be in our entire history if we
mm,
have a traffic issue or anything like that because I have seen a person going to India who had an accident issue. He was hit and run case. So he had an accident and he made an accident and he hit someone and he ran away and then police caught him and then he came up outside from the police and everything but the case was still there and case was still running and suddenly his visa was revoked and he was sent back to India. And later, after he went back to India, there are a lot of service reinitiated. There is something called I-535
mm,
where you can reinitiate your service by like after 6 months or like within 6 months of your service deactivation.
mm, mm.
So you can even fight for it. There are a lot of immigration lawyers like they can say reinitiate your service. Yeah. So I suggest like taking the license and following the rules will will be in a safer place. So I had an incident. I want to share it. Here in India, if you are suppose you are my friend and I can drive your car and police catch me not having my license,
Mm,
I will be sued, right? But here in US United States, it's not like that. You will be sued for it because I took your car, right? So
mm,
it will be on my name and as well as on your name.
mm, mm,
It will be impacting you also. So I gave my car, and my friend had an accident with my car. So initially, the car was on my name. So he ran away after having an accident. So even I faced that issue, but like that was sorted out. But like still, I have a fear of this thing. So I'm just intimating you like we don't in India we can share our vehicles, but here we don't want someone to share our vehicles. Yeah. So I had two cars in my master's. So I'm just telling you, like, I just have given my one of my car to my friend. He was driving and he made an accident, and that was completely on me.
Mm, mm. Okay, is public
Thank you,
transport
because
in your area around your university?
so when I was in University of New Haven, so I was in East Coast, right? So when you come to East Coast, there is a public transportation is very well good. Like you have a lot of train transportation, but bus transportation, I don't feel like it's good because like it usually takes longer times. Like even for 10 minutes journey, the bus journey takes like 40 minutes. But there is a good transportation in when it comes to East Coast.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have traveled almost 28 states now, so I can say like East Coast is the best. Like there you have the public transportation. And currently, where I'm staying for my job purposes, not in the East Coast. I'm in like Midwest right now.
Mm,
I'm close to Chicago right now, but like Chicago has the transportation, but like right now I'm staying in Indiana Polis. So here there is no, they have public transportation for the buses and everything, but like not that good transportation because like I have to take a cab to come from my office to my house. There is no public transportation in that convenient.
okay, right. Okay, coming to your accommodation, how many days prior to the start of your program did you arrive in the US?
I told you like it was 1 month before with my program I came to US.
Okay. Yeah. How
And
did
they might ask you like, why are you coming so soon and everything? Like, why can't you enjoy with your parents and everything? Yeah, you can say your reasons like I have my cousins, I can chill out with my cousins and everything.
okay. Okay. How
Say
did
like
you
you want to explore more.
sorry?
More, that's the reason you are if you come prior like 1 month prior or like 15 days prior, they can ask you like why are you coming so soon, like in the port of entry. So you can tell them like I can chill out or like I want to explore US before, like I want to explore the area near to my university and everything.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you find your housing?
So from housing, it's like completely on Facebook groups only itself. Like there are a lot of people posting on the Facebook groups. I've contacted for like 10 to 15 people around, not 10 to 15, more than 10 to 15 people. I started making the list shorter, 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 and like made it into three. And before like it's to 15 days have coming or something, they were asking me the advance. Like I verified that they are genuine people only, and then I started sending the amount.
Mm, mm,
And even I had backup for two other people too. Like even though I sent them money as an advance, I didn't send them completely. It's like a token advance or something. I just sent them,
mm,
and
mm.
even had backup options for two other homes. That's
Okay.
how I was saving.
Okay. Okay. Is it easy to find accommodation before arrival?
Yeah, before coming to US, accommodation finding is, I can say it's nowadays very easier. Like yeah, everywhere you go, we can find an Indian. Like you can easily find an accommodation nowadays.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, it's not that hard to find an accommodation. Like it's easy. I have seen my friends like who have like there are three of friends who traveled from Hyderabad itself to US. They don't know where to go after coming to the US. They stayed away, talked to the cab person like they want to go to some hotel or something. They stayed in a hotel for 2 days, and the third day they got their accommodation.
mm, mm, mm,
Hard night now.
mm.
As
Okay.
long you are linking with people, you can get like you can find anything.
Okay. Any tips for choosing accommodation?
Amount. I mean, like verify the person perfectly before sending the amount because like there are a lot of frauds even in marketplace also nowadays. Even that they post in behalf of white people for like lower price and we fall for the lower price, realizing like hey someone is going for a lower price and everything, but like they're completely fake. You have to verify they are genuine and like everything before paying the amount.
Mm.
Yeah.
Where do most students stay, like on campus or off campus in University of New Haven?
Everyone stays off campus only. There are like on campus in few of the institutions. Like I have seen in Boston, few of my friends like they stayed in on campus because it was very way cheaper in the staying in on campus. Because off campus they were never explored. Like they didn't had a chance or like there are no students staying in the off-campus area because it was completely like a suburb. So no one was staying in the off-campus. So everyone was on campus itself. So it was very cheaper to for them to be in on campus too. So it depends upon the location. Most of the people, like I can say, like it's 80% of people stay in like it's off campus only.
Okay, in University of New Haven on off campus.
Off campus itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With respect to part-time jobs, what part-time jobs that does the university offer?
So university offer like part-time jobs in like there are different kinds of clubs actually. Initially, you can apply for clubs or like as an apply as a teaching assistant or like as you can apply for different departments like sports and everything.
Mm.
Those departments and most of the people I can see in the dining section actually. There are a lot of dining outlets like different like like Starbucks, McDonald's, like different food chains, and you can find a I mean job in that too.
Okay. When should we start applying for this part-time?
That you once you get into the college, start making friends, start making a good circle, because that makes you like get into these part-time jobs very easier, because once you have a circle like you because it always is based on the referral perspective only, because so when someone refers you only, they takes you in randomly. Once you apply, they can't take you in. If you have a good kind of connections and like lot of friends and everything, and start making, if you are such kind of person only, you can survive better. Like otherwise, if you are just taking care of yourself and like just going to the university, having your studies and coming back, and just I want to apply for a part-time job, having my merit and everything, they don't give you. You must have a good circle.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
what I said.
How much can we make in a month with a part-time job?
Part-time job, I can say you can't completely rely on the part-time job for like anything. But if you get a good part-time job in a dining area for 6 months, or like as a teaching assistant, it's a good thing. But like always, I say it's a part-time, so you can just survive with your rent and food. Food, you can cover that thing
Mm, mm,
easily. You can cover food and rent if you get a good part-time.
mm,
That's what I say. Hardly it will cost you like for food and everything, like around accommodation. If you share with someone,
mm.
it should not cost you more than $600. Yeah. Even though if you're staying in a separate bedroom and everything, it will cost you like 800 to 1000, but not more than that. If you go to California, it's a different situation because it's very costly in that place. Like depends upon the place again.
Is
But
it?
rather than these places like California or New York City, especially completely in New York City or in New Jersey, is Jersey City or something, other places are like very cheap. Like you can like stay within like 600.
Okay. Okay. Is it realistically possible to manage monthly expenses with the part-time alone?
Yeah, part time alone, you can. I told you, like you can like if you get a part time, you can easily manage your accommodation and food. You can manage. If without a part time, it's hard. But like if you get a good any part time, you can just survive with the food and accommodation.
Mm, mm.
And if you want to cover the university fees, it's not that easy to cover the university fees with the account and this stuff. If you get a teaching assistant, they may waive off your semester fees and everything. But like this thing doesn't happen. But with the part time, I can confirmly say you like you can easily make like around 1200 to 1500. So 600 is your 600 is gone. Let's take out 1000 is gone. So still you are saving with 500 then.
Mm, mm. Okay.
So at least like if you spend off 1000 also, like if you get 1200, like you spend off 1000 also, at least you'll have 200. And for public transportation, most of the universities like they either give you 50% off or like monthly pass, I mean semester pass or anything.
Mm.
Some universities even give you free bus local transportation.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are there a lot of Indians in your area and on campus?
In New Haven, there are a lot of Indians like now. I can say it can become it has become a Texas, like because Texas are like completely with Indians, right? So I can say I can use the word like it became a mini Texas. Like there are a lot of students right now, but they
Mm,
are dispersing right now, like for jobs and finding internships and scholarships
mm,
after masters. So they started distributing right now. That there's not that much population, but there are families, but like a mixed group of families. But like when you come to Texas, there are only mostly like South population is more in Texas. I mean South Indian population. And when you come to New Jersey and these areas, like there is not population more.
mm,
North
mm,
Indians. That's how. But in when you come to New Haven, it's a mixed one. There are less families and more students there. Yeah.
Okay, what one thing wish you knew before coming to US?
Sorry.
What one thing do you wish you knew before coming to the US?
You have to be prepared for anything. Be prepared for anything. You have to be prepared for anything. You can't predict anything. I have seen people like my friend, few of my friends, they have lost their passport and entire visa file with in here.
Mm-hmm.
Just be prepared for everything. Just don't be panicking. That's it. Don't be. You should not be panicking and like treat. That should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if you treat everything in a smoother way, that should be good. That's it. And if you start panicking, there are a lot of people taking an advantage here. Like that's it. And I feel like there are a lot of Indians only cheat Indians. So just be careful. That's it. Don't trust anyone blindly.
Okay.
I feel. Other than that, everything is good.
Okay. Okay. How are career fairs, employer events on campus, and how often does the university
It's
conduct?
not like so. Coming to me, like it's not like India. India, they we have career fairs or campus placement kind of things. Here, there are only few things they organize it, but like it is organized by some others. Like the university doesn't organize any career fairs or something.
Okay. Okay.
Initially, the few companies come up. I have seen few manufacturing companies coming up, but like there is a visa restriction. They always take a green card citizens first. And I, being our Indians, I can say it's a bit struggle for us to get like a job like that.
Okay. How to find opportunities in US?
To finding the opportunities, like one source is completely with connections in LinkedIn. That's how that's how LinkedIn and like all the job portals itself, like start applying from the day one. I can say start applying from the day one. You can say you're in masters and like they might hire you in the last semester or something, but like you can start applying from the first day also. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can apply. Even there are jobs in university also, research works and everything. You can apply according to your interest and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What suggestions you will give for the students coming to the University of New Haven?
You have and I think like I have seen like it's good for manufacturing engineering and for mechanical engineering stream and biomedical and public health practice. Like because like I've seen a lot of my friends from public health who
Mm,
has been like who are has not even graduated. They have secured a scholarship. They have secured few lot of internships and like right now they are in a good place, like because like there are a lot of hospitals in New Haven and everything. There is a you might have heard of Yale University, the world's top university. So there is something called Yale Hospital. So there is a lot of kind of recruitments in Yale Hospital. So a lot of my friends are like got placed in those institutions only.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How is the job situation right now after the course?
Right now, I can say it's like it has become very tough because like with the current administration, the visa restriction and like we are crowded up here. Like so, I can say this particularly we are crowded up here. Like and there are a lot already people who are in the market searching for job and like I don't know, but there might be a change and difference when people started coming up, but the count has very much reduced. I can say. I
mm,
don't see that many masters people right now. When I came, like there were huge number of quantity. Now I don't see like those many people coming up.
mm,
Yeah. Right now, I can say that for the job market, I can say it's very tough. And even for the part times also, they're like lot of it's a hard phase because like they even though someone who's like not even having a job right now, they are also doing the part time stuff and everything truly for their livelihood. So
mm,
it's very right now. It's like a very tough phase
mm,
because I can say with my personal experience, I got my job after the 1.5 year of struggling.
mm,
So I have to waste my almost my OPT with unpaid internships and everything. And like later, like after 1.5 year, I have got my job. So that was my first project. I worked for Facebook. Then I'm working for this one. I'm working for a pharma company right now.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Sai, before we wrap, is there any other you would like to share with the upcoming students?
I can just say like this, like I don't want the people like without experience or anything to come up here because like without experience you can't survive here. Like you should have at least like two. As I told you, I had 2 years of experience, but like it's not all sufficient. Like at least you have to have 4 years of experience and like good savings to come up here. And, like should not be dependent on the parents like or anyone else. Just come up here with a good experience so that you can find a job easier. Because even though I've seen people like because people having like 10 years of experience, they are still in market fast, struggling for a job and everything. So I just want freshers not to come up immediately after the completion of their bachelor's or some other course they do because it's very tough right now, not that easy right now. That's what I can say.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Kishore, for patiently answering all these questions. This will
no
be
problem.
the upcoming students. Thank you so much.
No problem, no problem.